for the victory lap, though. Whoa, whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train under trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and stormy shore seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here. Switch gears with the hitters in the rear.
Welcome everybody to Lina Talks tonight in our Women's Empowerment Week. I'm very honored to be here today. It's a very special moment. Probably a lot of you be like shocked, what she's doing there? This is Jay's talk show. Well, when I thought about the idea on having a Women's Week, I have some friends and my husband just telling me, well, why we are looking for, or why we having other women just come and talk when you're so powerful, when you have an amazing story to share. Well, he talked me into it, and I'm here. And first of all, I want to thank every one of these ladies and beautiful and powerhouse women that been in this show every day at noon, sharing their story, sharing their passion, sharing their pains, sharing all their traumas, because there's so many women out there that needs us, that needs to see there is somebody going through the same thing they're going through, that we are not perfect, that we are amazing human beings because we can create life, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's difficult to go through life feeling that you are less than what you are. And that's why we create this week. That's why I thought that it would be great. And part of that is that my amazing husband, he was there to support me. He has been there to listen to me, and he thought it was an amazing idea, and he was the one to talk me into being here and be able to talk to all those women out there that need somebody to help them to go through whatever you are going through. So I want to share a little bit about myself, about what we're doing, and be able to help those women out there that maybe are right now in the closet crying because the day was hard, because they are going through some difficulties, because they are carrying a bag full of thoughts, memories, and every time, like my husband said in one of the shows before, he talked about how every time you think about something traumatic that happened to you in the past, every time you think about it and you said, I'm not gonna think about that, I'm not gonna deal with that. Every time you do that, you are putting a rock in that sack and you keep carrying it. And we have to deal with our pains. If we don't deal with our pains, it's gonna be hard to be able to be happy. And sometimes it's those pains, those traumas that don't help us to be able to find that love that we want, be able to find that job, project, whatever you want to do, or anything in your life. And coming back to tell you a little bit about me, I'm from Colombia. I was born, raised there. My parents are still there. And I guess if people will look at it, people that know me, they will say, you know, she pretty much had everything. She had a perfect life. She was in a perfect bubble. Her parents was there for her. She went to a private school. So I went to a private school. Yes, I went to a private university. My parents paid for everything. I was able to have the brands I want on clothes. If I didn't have them, I will be doing a tantrum, and my mom will get it, or my dad will get it. Yes, I was a spoiled girl, but I appreciate what my parents did. I appreciate that effort. But it was, you know what? It was not that perfect. There was traumas. There was traumas, and people will think how she's so confident and how she is doing so well in life and things. But you learn with the right tools how to overcome these things. A lot of you maybe lost family members, you lost friends, you went to an accident and you have a trauma, you probably was abused, you probably had issues. Women, for some reason, I was listening to Noelle today at noon when my husband was doing the interview to her, and she just don't understand why is this concept that the woman is weak and that they can take advantage of us. And I think about that, and I think it's because they manipulate so many things in the world. If you think about it, pretty much everything is fake in this world. So when you think about it, they probably take some words out of the scripture and use them against us. And you know what? Even the Bible said that you are powerful, that you can be the submissive wife. And yes, I am a submissive wife, but you know what? I have a great husband that is there for me, that support me, that let me go to achieve all my dreams, because he's not have an ego, because he's not looking to put me down. He's looking for help me up and bring me up. And that's why this week is about. It's about to us as a women make ourselves respect, like make ourselves love. If we don't love each other, if we don't love ourselves, nobody's gonna love us. It's the only way that whoever you want to love you is going to love you until you don't love yourself. And the only way you love yourself is dealing with your past, is dealing with your pains, is dealing with those thoughts that are coming back, whatever trauma you had. So yes, I looks like I was raised in a perfect bubble, but it don't. There was some traumas there. And I want to tell you, women that are looking at this show right now, that I'm like you, that I had issues. Even though I had the support of my parents, I got the love of them, I got a beautiful sister, and I got amazing friends. But still, life, like my husband said, is life on you. And sometimes it's not fair. But you know what? You have to keep going. Because if you don't, nobody's going to do it for you. If you don't love yourself, if you don't keep pushing, who else is going to do it? So as a wife, I'm able to not only be there for my husband and support him, but I felt that from him. I feel that from him every single day. And when you go through traumas in the past, when you go through that type of stuff, well, you get into bad relationships, or you get into relationships and don't work. Maybe it's not that person's fault, or it might. You know what you're dealing with. So sometimes it's very obvious. So I want to tell you that I had some traumas when I was little, and also I deal with bad relationships. Yes, you're not alone. I will say pretty much every woman have go through this. So just don't keep beating at yourself, because if you don't pick up, if you don't stand up, if you don't look up, nobody's doing it for you. Nobody's gonna grab your head and pick it up. It has to be in your heart, and it has to be in your mind those thoughts are so important. And yes, I deal with bad relationships. I deal with, like we was talking to Marta the other day in our show. And yeah, I deal with emotional infidelity and with physical infidelity. Yes, I had to deal with that stuff. But you know what? If this is a real week, I'm going real. Yes, I had traumas when I was little. I had friends, my best friend when I was little passed away when I was like 7 years old. And I had to deal with that at that point. I didn't understand why she was gone. But you know what? Life just keep going and you just have to go with it. But you need that love of those that are around you. And that's the most important thing. When you think about going through all this, sometimes you get those thoughts like, why? What happened to me? Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I did something to provoke that person to did what he did. Or, you know what you've been thinking, and you know those thoughts that have been in your mind. But it's because those thoughts that you are right now where you at. So probably around 9 years ago, I started reading positive books, and I was in a very bad relationship, and I started understanding that I can love myself, that I can I can have better life. So I was having all the physical things in life because my parents was there for me. I was having all the love you can imagine from your parents and from your sister and from my grandma. These pillars are so important in life. And if you're a mom, and for the men that are there and their fathers, the basics of the basis of somebody to be able to go through things, even though they're probably not able to tell you what's going on, is that love that helps them to go through it. So if you're a mom, if you're a dad, just be there. Just give love to those kids because they need us. They need us. And it was because that love that my parents gave me, that my sister gave me, that my grandma gave me, that I was able to keep going. And when you go through all that, and then you learn that there's another way, that if you think positive, things change in your life. Well, I started thinking positive, and I was able to leave that relationship. Yes, is sometimes you think, sometimes you're in a relationship and it's a long relationship and you think you're not able to do it, that you don't have the strength to let it go because probably you're comfortable and you don't care if you're going through abuse, mental or physically, or whatever abuse you're going through, if they're cheating on you, and you still thinking that's okay because you don't want to start over. But you need to be able to tell yourself that maybe it's time to start over, and you can do it. You're strong. We give birth. You know how much, like for women that have babies, you know how much that hurts. Even if you do it natural birth or you do it C-section, it's painful. And you don't understand even how you can take that pain. So we can tolerate anything. And yeah, our heart might be broken, but you know what? When you know something is not right, your heart is gonna be happy. And it was after that I started getting all the beautiful blessings in my life. I was able to find who is right now my husband, my soulmate. Yes, I found my soulmate because I changed my thoughts, because I put positive things in my mind. And that's why the new book that my husband came out with, 365 Quotes to Make You Better, this book is so important because you can use all these quotes that are here, and every one of these quotes can put good thoughts in your mind. And that's what you need in order to go out of that negative thinking and try to deal with your stuff. So you can do it. You are able to do it. The Creator wants you to be happy. So there's no reason why you're holding yourself back. You can do anything. So who would have thought this girl from Colombia that was living in Cali and it was, working for her dad. Yes, I was working for my dad in his company, and found this amazing man in United States, when for probably my whole life I was saying I'm not living in United States. So I found my soulmate, and that feeling is amazing. But you know what? I was not dealing with that past. I didn't completely deal with that. And yes, it's my soulmate, but still we have our challenges. Still we went through stuff. It was not until I deal with that big trauma that my relationship started to taking a new path, a new beginning, a new starting, and I start feeling happy. I start feeling that I don't have to have those other thoughts. And that's what's important. Like, I want to tell you, if you have any traumas, if you ever went to any abuse, if you ever went to any, and it's be physically, mentally, sexual abuse, and that's one abuse that people don't talk about it, but it's there. There's so many women in this life that right now, they are being abused. There's girls that they are being abused. And there are women that have been abused, and they are dealing with that past. And I want to tell you something. You have to deal with it. Because when those memories come back to your mind, they're not let you leave. They don't let you go through it. And you need to be happy. And the only way to deal with it is talking, is speaking up, is telling other women, is telling your family, is if that person that is responsible is alive, it needs to be it needs to be talked. You cannot stay quiet and hide it anymore. We need to help some women out there that are going through so much pain. If you are one of those, I want to tell you that I had to go through that. You know what? It's when you deal with that everything, it's just like you let that bag full of rocks go, and you're new again. There's no more negative thoughts, not even memories about it. So you can do it. But you know what? One of the things that have helped me more than anything is my husband. My husband has been there with all his tools. And now that he just released these amazing confidence tones, so imagine you're able to read the book and put some thoughts, positive thoughts in your brain, in your mind, every single day, every morning when you wake up, every time you are sad, every time you feel you're down, every time you're in that closet crying. Imagine you're being able to read that every time you need it. And then you take a therapy where you lay down and you let that unconscious mind be able to clean itself, to heal. Because all those memories of all those traumas are in the back of your head, even if you think they are not. But they are there. So this is an amazing opportunity that you can use these tools to help that pain, to help those traumas. You can go right now to confidencetones.com and start trying. There's a demo that you can try. If anybody is there, please type confidencetones.com and you can start at least using the demo. Just give it a try. And I know my husband explained it today about the we give you your money back if you don't feel anything. But you know what? When you're able to, when you have a chance to be able to deal with things that you've been carrying for a lot of years, it's worth it. And it's it's been like I'm 35 years old, and I'm young. I'm consider myself young, but I think life have put me through different challenges because I'm able to speak up now and help you and help a lot of women. And if you are out there and you want to make a change for yourself, it's time for take the decision. It's just that decision. We are moms, we are wives, we are artists. Like I love to paint, and I wasn't able to make that come true, like that dream. But you know what? It's just like that. When you said when you are so passionate about something, but you don't have the time, you're busy, probably the paints are expensive, or you want the best brand, and yes, it's expensive. So you know what? Why not? Just start somewhere. Just start somewhere. You can start somewhere. So you know what? I did start somewhere. I started painting this year, and I love it. And I started having more downloads and have more inspiration, and I want to do something big. I want to be able to use those paints and be able to help people in need. I want to help those orphans, kids. I want to help widows that are in need. I want to be able to help women that have been abused. I want to be able to help animals that have been abused and they need a place where to live. So there's so many things that you can do. And a lot of friends and a lot of people ask me, how you do all those things? Like, you being a wife of a CEO, you are being a mom of a 5-year-old kid, you are homeschooling. Yes, I'm homeschooling too. And I'm helping my husband. And so it's just one day at a time. I remember how Andrea said it. Andrea Selby told us on Monday. She said, it's just one day at a time. Use somewhere where to, write the things you're doing. But the most important thing is that you love what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, then you have a problem. And you need to take the decision if where you at is where you want to be. If you are in a relationship and that's the relationship you want, then make your thoughts become things. So make your thoughts be positive. Stop complaining about what he's doing that you don't like. Stop saying, I don't like this, and what. Even if you don't say it, if you're thinking about it, you're still creating. So whatever you don't like, that's what you're getting. And whatever you think you don't like, whatever you say you don't like, if you're complaining with your friends about what your husband is doing, what your boyfriend or your partner is doing, then that's what you're getting back. So start thinking positive, start speaking positive, and that will change that relationship, if that's the relationship that you want. So you're the only one that knows that. If it's not the relationship that you want, well, you're going to have to get some courage and you have to let it go. You can start over. You're beautiful. You are beautiful. And you can start whenever you want. You can do it if that's what you want. Because sometimes couples, they are not having the best relationship and they have kids, and the woman don't want to leave the husband because the babies. Of course, that will be painful. You don't want somebody else raising your kids. But first of all, see if that is worth it to fight, give your best to try to give household for your family, for those kids, a beautiful relationship for your kids. Because how my husband said in his teachings, everything that happened in a kid from 0 to 6, 7 years old, that's what is gonna mark what they're gonna be in life sometime. So if you are fighting, if you even getting hit, that's something you cannot get. You cannot accept that. You have to love yourself, respect yourself, and that's the way that somebody else is going to do on you. If you love yourself, if you respect yourself, that's where you're going to get. So don't accept less than that, because you worth everything. If we was not in this world, if there was no woman left in this world, the world was, it will be over. It will be done, because there's no more creation. There's no way. Like, yes, we need, and of course, if the man is not here, we don't have the seed. But we are the ones that carry those babies. So you are powerful, and you can do anything. If you have a dream and you want to do something, if you want to lose weight, okay, come on, girl. You can't wake up tomorrow and do at least 5 push-ups. You can start somewhere. You need to do it. Go get, if you have stairs, just go up 5 times. So I want you to see it, do it tomorrow. If you one of your goals is lose weight, just start somewhere. Start somewhere. That's what you need. Start somewhere. If you want to paint, start painting with the pencil that you have in your house. If you want to be a photographer, just start with your phone. Whatever you want to do, just start somewhere. That's the best advice I can tell you. I can do, because that's the only way we can do something. Just start somewhere. And I had a friend that she said, well, how it feels to be a wife of a CEO? How, like, you don't feel like everybody's putting the attention in him, and like you are the wife of the CEO? And you know what? I don't feel like that, because I am important for my husband. Like, he appreciates me. He valorates what I do. He just loves me. And when you have that love, when you have that man that is there for you, that's a real man. That he's not scared about his wife being able to speak. That he's not scared about me running some project in the company. So he's not scared about that. And I'm so honored all the time. Like, when I see him in the stage, I'm so proud of him every single day, because I know how hard he works and how much he cares about people. If you have that connection, if you look at your husband and you're proud of him, then nothing else matters. Like, I don't care if they say I'm the wife of the CEO. I know what I'm doing in the back. I know what he's doing in the back. I know what he's doing to lift me up when I need him, when I'm down. Because of course, it doesn't matter how positive we are. Life is life, and we're gonna be down in any moment. And this year, it has been a very tough year for us. But for who don't, like, this year is being crazy. It's been, I don't know, kind of like somebody put you in a movie, and you're losing friends, you're losing family members. It's a very hard time for a lot of families. But you know what? Out of these hard times, there's blessings coming out. We got friends that are pregnant. We have projects coming out. And yeah, there are things that are really hurtful. And I understand all of you women that are going through hard times. But you need to stand up and take a deep breath and think, what is what you want for yourself? What is what you want for this world? If we don't change if we don't deposit a little piece of us, of art, to help this world, where are we gonna end? It's just crazy. So let's put a little bit of ourselves. Let's do a little bit. We all can do it. You can make a post today and help so many women, kids out there, men. There's some husbands that are by themselves, that the wife left. They need also somebody to pick them up. And what if it's you? What if you make a post today where you said you've been to challenge, but not for people to feel sorry about you, to empower some other people, There's people looking. There's people that are searching for help. And if we don't speak up, we cannot help them. There's people committing suicide. We need to help those people before they do something crazy. So we all together can do it. And that's why we put together this platform. That's why my husband put together this platform, to be able to help people, to be able to help women, men, kids. I love like to have a kids show. Imagine that. We need to put some confidence in our kids, and that's why I'm homeschooling. And it's hard, yes. And if you're homeschooling moms, well, pretty much every mom had to do it this year in the world. So you know it's hard. But you know what? If you put love, if you put what you really want your kids to learn, then it becomes joyful. And that's what you need to do. You just need to put joy to your life. Let everything go. Use the tools. You get the book. The book is amazing. And don't forget, the book is the key in this moment to take you inside of a lot of things. So don't forget to buy the book. And our tones. These tones are amazing. Like if you meditate, imagine if you're already meditating. You don't know most of the music that you're hearing, what they're doing. Well, these tones are designed to give you confidence, are designed to help you heal, are designed with the intention to make you better. So that's why these tools are so important. You need to grab them. This is why this platform is all about. And I want to tell you that I got a gift for you. So when I thought about this week, I was thinking in something that women will love. And well, Liz and a lot of my friends, they love notebooks. And I create a journal for you. I create a journal with a beautiful quotes from my husband. I pick from his 365 quotes. I pick those that hit me to my heart and that I know are gonna help you. And in this journal, you're gonna be able to write your dreams, write your pains, to write your desires, write anything you want. But whatever dream you write in there, make it come true. You can do it. So it's going to be available very soon. I'm thinking between 2 or 3 days it's going to be available on Amazon. So stay tuned for the post when we're going to release this. But that's just one gift that using my husband's name, yes, I feel great. You know what? Because we love each other. This is our business. And if you have your husband and he's doing something, to support him. Support him. He will feel that and you will get it back. So if you are appreciative, if you appreciate, you're getting that back. And that's what matters in life. That's what you need. Well, at least for me, like, yes, there's some women that, for example, they don't want to be mothers. That don't make you different. You are a powerhouse too, because I know you can give birth to beautiful projects. You can give birth to amazing things. You can paint, you can get projects, you can be amazing in what you love. Like I was reading a post that my cousin did, Stefania, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna watch this. And she's down there in Brazil. And she's doing so many projects for the university down there and a lot of researches. And she posted I think it was a couple months ago. She said, well, people is asking me when I'm having my babies, but my babies are all these projects I'm doing. And that's okay. It's okay if you don't want to have kids. Nobody needs to tell you what you have to do. You just have to be you, but you need to be happy. That's why we are doing this. I want to be able to empower every woman in this planet. And I would love to do this in Spanish. Para todas esas latinas y hispanos que están allá afuera y que están en este momento con dolor en su corazón, con pensamientos negativos. Esas necesitan este mensaje. for all those Latinas and for all those Hispanic women that are out there with pain, they're suffering, with bad thoughts in their mind. We're going to start doing things in Spanish. We are translating our books, we're translating our website, and we are going to be here to support everybody, because this platform is to make you better. And I'm so proud to be able to have done this show. I hope you guys like it. Of course I was nervous. This was like a talk me into show doing. I didn't know I was going to be doing that, but you know what? That's a challenge. And that's how you need to take life, as a challenge. And just do it. I don't even know what I was going to say when I was sitting here. But I just think, I hope everything I told you, everything I said can help you. Because we are real. There are more of women out there. And there's nothing different with somebody that is there in a platform, or is up there in a stage or in the TV. We are all real, and we all go through tough times. But it's how you manage those tough times that it matters. So you need to get into a positive stage. And in order to do that, you need to use the tools. And stay connected with us. We have a free book, confident book in our website. So go to jnolandcoaching.net, and you can download the book. You can even grab that and start right there. Start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. So I want to thank everybody, especially my husband, for him to be that real man that is there to lift me up, is there when I need him, and to bring me all his love. For my beautiful son, that he is there supporting me. He's so patient with all this. We have to go through, this year is crazy, so he hasn't been able to go through the normal things that he's going. But we're still homeschooling. We're still getting things done. So use the new journal. Once it's ready, just grab your journal, do your list. I believe that when you write things with your hands, they stay in your mind. So if you need to get things done, just write it. That's my secret. I will tell you, that is my secret. I have to write everything that I'm gonna do. And I try to, get things done, print stuff before, like the nights before. Sometimes I go sleep late because I have to get things done while my son is sleeping and getting his classes for next day. So yes, it's sometimes overwhelming, but when you love what you're doing, it doesn't matter. So thank you everybody for listening to us. Listen to the last show we have tomorrow, with our powerful woman at noon Pacific Standard Time. We love you, and you woman, you are capable of anything. You can do anything you want, but it's up to you. So get tuned with positive thoughts. See you guys.